Year 1, it's Wacky Wednesday. That means I'm wearing my stripy socks today to match my stripy jumper. Do you want to see them? Here they are. Why do we wear wacky socks on a Wednesday now? That's right, it's so that we can check in with other people to see how they're doing, but also to think about how we're doing ourselves. So today I'm going to make sure that I ask every single member of my family how they are. And I'm going to make sure that I listen carefully to their answers. If I've got any worries, I might tell a member of my family so that they can help me too. You might like to do the same thing. Look after ourselves and look after others. Now it's time for phonics. Yesterday we looked at the sh sound, and the day before we looked at the ch sound. Today we have a new sound to learn. It's this. But today's sound is slightly different because there are two ways of saying the same spelling. Now, one is a long sound and one is a short sound. We're going to learn them both today. When you see them written in words, they look exactly the same. They don't look fat and they don't look thin. So you're just going to have to guess which sound you think it is. I'll give you an example. Let's make this sound first. Can you say it? That's right. You have to stick your tongue out a little bit and touch it on your top teeth and blow. Words that have this sound in are words such as fin. I'll write it. Fin. The other sound is my favourite sound because it tickles my tongue. This time, instead of just blowing through our teeth and our tongue, we also make a little noise like this. It tickles my tongue when I do it. Do you want to try? Well done. Let's think of some words that have in them. Here's one, the. I'm going to write it down. It's a tricky word. The. Another word might be them. It does tickle my tongue when I say it. You try. If it's not tickling your tongue, then you're not doing it right. So keep practicing. Them. Let's try writing that. It begins with them. So we have both sounds today. Fin and them. Can you think of any more words that have these sounds in them, spelt in this way? If you can, write them down in your book and upload them to Seesaw for us to see. Now it's time for us to log on to Bug Club. Let's watch the video.
The. Why don't you say th with me? You have to place your tongue against your top teeth. Th. See how many th sounds you can spot in the things coming up. Say the words as you see them. Did you spot all the words with th in them? There was thumbs, a thimble, thatch on a roof, cloth, teeth and toothbrush.
Did you spot the two different sounds in that video? They didn't make it very clear, did they? Now let's click on the reading tab. Blend these sounds together to spell this word. You can use the green arrows below to help you. D. Do you know what that word is? Let's see if you got it right.
Thud. Thud.
Well done if you did. That time we used the th sound. Let's look at the next one. This one's got a capital letter. It's because it's a name. Blend the sounds to spell the word. B, e. What's that word, do you think? That's right. Beth. Well done. Let's look at the spelling tab now. Listen carefully to the words.
With.
With. With. Pause the video now whilst you drag up the letters from the bottom to spell the word with. How did you do? Let's see if you got it right.
Woohoo! Yippee!
Well done. Let's look at another word.
This.
This. Pause the video now whilst you drag up the letters to spell this. How did you do? Let's see if you got it right.
That's great! You're a star!
Well done. Did you notice which type of it was this time? That's right. It's the one that you sound, the tickly tongue one. This. Well done. Let's look at some pictures now. I think this is a moth. Moth. Can you have a go at spelling the word moth by clicking on the letters below and dragging them up into place? Pause the video whilst you have a go. How did you do? Let's see if we got it right.
Well done!
Yay, we did. Let's look at another picture. This one's quite tricky. This boy is very thin. Thin. Do you think you can spell thin? Pause the video whilst you have a go. How did you do? Let's take a look. In.
Excellent!
Well done. This time it was the sound rather than the tickly tongue sound. Now it's time to click on the writing tab. Can you get your yellow writing book and a pencil? Pause the video now whilst you get them. Well done. Let's look at how to write
T-H. T. Start at the top. Go down to the bottom. Flick and lift off. Make a short stroke across the middle. H. Start at the top. Go down, up to the middle, over and down to the bottom, and flick.
Now, when you're writing this in your book, please note that the T does not go right to the top line. It's in between the middle and the top. So it's not a short letter and it's not a tall letter. It's an in-between letter. Whereas the H goes right the way up to the top. The stick across the T and the curve of the H all go across the middle. Try to make sure that your letters look the same. Write it once and get a grown-up to check that you've got it exactly right. If you have, can you write it 2 more times so that you get really good at writing it? You might want to complete a whole line like we do in school. Remember that your lines do not have this dotted line in the middle to help you. This is like the blue line in our handwriting book. So you will need to think where to stop your letters. Pause the video now whilst you write this sound. Well done. Can you think of any more words with this sound in? It could either be the f sound or the v sound. Maybe you could write 2 columns and write the words in each. Well done everybody, you did really well. Now it's time for us to practice our tricky words. Shout them out as quickly as you can as soon as you see them. If there are any that you don't know, then pause the video and write them down on a post-it note. Then you can stick them around your house to practice. Do check with a grown-up first before you go sticking them on anything important though. Don't want to get me into trouble. Let's go. Shout the words out as soon as you see them. If there are any you're not sure of, press pause whilst you have a go at reading them. Are you ready? Let's go. Well done. They were quite fast today, so do go back and check them if you're not sure. Did you spot they? Did you notice what sound it began with? That's right. Today's sound. Fantastic work. Now it's time for you to complete your phonics worksheet for today. We're really impressed with how you're completing these. Do try really hard to get your letters formed correctly when you write them. Make sure you start in the right place. If you're not sure, go back to the video on Bug Club and check how they write it there. Well done everybody. That's it for phonics today. I'll see you tomorrow. And don't forget to check in with your family for Wacky Sock Wednesday. Bye bye.